What's good, y'all? You back with Streets, freestyle cooking with Streets. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hope everybody out there is feeling good, staying safe. Of course, I got another great recipe to share with y'all. Anybody new to the channel, welcome. Appreciate the subscribe, but please share, like, hit that notification so you can get more great videos. Okay, trust me, you will love the videos I share, these recipes that I share with my crew, my freestyle cooking with Streets crew that always, come to watch me. You'll love it. All right, so we about to get it in. So today I'm gonna do stewed tomatoes, y'all. Okay, I'm doing stewed tomatoes, and the reason I decided to do stewed tomatoes is because my man at work, I see all the time, me and him happen to be talking. He was telling me that kids nowadays tell him that stewed tomatoes is an old man's food. Like, what? I love stewed tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what these kids talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I said, nah, man. I said, it's not an old man's food. You could do stewed tomatoes are great. They're a meal. You could have them with a meal. You could do a whole bunch with tomatoes. So I said, you know what? For him, I'm gonna bring it back, classic, my style, street style, freestyle cooking. Okay, and I'm gonna do the stewed tomatoes for my man. All right. And with that, I got some Barramundi fish on the table. Alright? Now, if you never had Barramundi, it's good. Got a nice, mild taste. Gets flaky when you cook it, but it's like a fish mainly, I think, found in Australia. And you can't really find it in any markets. I can't never find it fresh. I get it frozen, like the fillets you see out of one of my local markets. I think I forget the name. It's Natural Harvest, but I buy a bag as 4 fillets frozen. But one day when I was in the market, sometimes I'm in the market, I see things I want to try. I'm having ideas, trying to be creative. I seen this fish and decided to try it, and ever since then, I've been buying it. And that's the only place I know where to get it. But I know you can order it online. You know what I'm saying? So whenever my market just runs out of that, I'm going to order it online. Alright? Now, a few things I got. We're going to need to do this meal. I got some shallots chopped up. I got some chopped up garlic, fresh garlic. I got some celery and green peppers chopped up. I got some chopped up turkey bacon. I got my Roma tomatoes and my Barramundi, y'all. We about to get this thing started. All right, let's do it. So the first thing I want to do, I want to get my tomatoes ready. I already got a pot of boiling water going as we speak, and I'm going to score my I'm going to score my tomatoes like that. Boom, little cross flow. Do that to all my tomatoes. Because what we want to do is we want to peel the tomatoes. We want to peel the skin off the tomatoes, y'all, for our stew. Okay? And we're going to put them in boiling hot water for maybe a minute or so. And then we're going to shock them in an ice bath, y'all, so that the skin can easily come off. Right? Alright, my hot water is boiling, rolling hot. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drop my tomatoes in. Alright. Alright, and being that I already had this hot water going, I should only have to leave these tomatoes in here for about 2 minutes. Alright, so about between 1 to 3 minutes, we want to take them out, put them in an ice bath. Alright, y'all see, it's been a couple of minutes and the skin already started breaking. That water was hot. But you see, when the skin starts breaking like that, it's ready to come out. Alright, Get them in the cold bath. Now that it's been sitting in a cold bath for a couple of minutes, I'll go ahead and take them out and start peeling my potatoes, y'all. Tomatoes. Why do I keep saying potato? Tripping, y'all. You know, I be moving too fast sometimes. But my bad. But yeah, see how that skin comes right off? And that's what we want, y'all. We want the skin right off. Alright, that's why you drop them in that hot water. And the skin easily peels right off. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Classic stewed tomatoes, old man food. What they be talking about? I mean, and we happen to be talking about all kinds of things that kids don't eat now. Like, he had brought up bologna. Hey, kids don't eat bologna. Like, who don't remember fried bologna? They still sell bologna. That's lunch meat. You know what I mean? They still sell that in the store. But you know, it is what it is. It's all good. Okay, so I'm gonna finish peeling these. Alright. Dump my water and come back to y'all. Let's do it! Boom. Tomatoes nice and peeled. Now I'm ready to go ahead and chop them up, y'all. Alright. And I'm gonna chop mine into like chunks. You can chop yours whatever size pieces you want, but I want like a chunky stew, y'all. Nice chunky stew. Feel me? So my pieces will be like, you know, like this. Like that. That's about good for me. Okay? But like I said, y'all can chop it, dice it down however y'all want. I want nice size chunks. This gonna be a chunky stew. Classic. Old man's complete. Once the kids see this, and once they get a crack at this, they gonna love it again. You know what I'm saying? Tomatoes chopped up, ready to go. Classic stewed tomatoes coming. Let's do it. Alright, y'all. I got my stainless steel skillet out. I got it heating up. I got it set on high. I'm gonna bring it down after the pan gets hot, but I got it on high right now because I want my pan to get hot. Like I said in other videos, whenever you cooking with stainless steel, you know, you gotta take care of your pans, man. And just like cast iron, you want your pan to get really hot before you drop any food in there. Okay? You know, that just helps from this, you know, food sticking. You know, a lot of people don't like to cook with stainless steel or cast iron because they're afraid of food sticking, when the key is just to never, just let the pan get hot first. That's it. Let the pan get real hot and you're good to go. Alright, so we're going to get us a second to get hot. Alright, y'all, I'm ready to go. The pan is nice and hot. Just did the water test where, you know, you throw some drops of water in there, they start to rolling. Oh, you know your pan is hot. So I got me some sunflower oil. You know, a high smoke point oil. I always like to use a high smoke point oil. Put about a tablespoon in there, y'all. Alright, get that swirled up around. And first I want to go ahead and put my bacon in, y'all. Alright, and we want to go ahead and let this chill and do its thing. Try to get it a little bit crispy, you know, just get it done. You know, turkey bacon is a lot leaner than the, you know, the beef bacon or pork bacon, and like a whole bunch of fat. So, you know, for y'all healthy heads out there, this is a good alternative to the beef bacon. Now, after 3 or 4 minutes, bacon looking real good right now. Okay, I want to go ahead and add some shallots. I love shallots. Y'all know how I love shallots. If you don't got no shallots, you can use red onion. Alright, I'm gonna also add in some garlic. Man, this is just smelling so good already. I want to go ahead and incorporate that. And let that incorporate with my bacon and the juices in the pan for about a minute. Alright, it's been about a minute. Now I want to go ahead and get my peppers, my chopped green pepper and celery in there. This is a real fast, easy meal, y'all. Classic meal, man. I can't believe the young bucks is disrespecting the flow. Come on, man. Stewed tomato, this will fill you up right here. This is a meal. And I'm doing it street style. I'm giving it to y'all how I do it, man. Official. You know I always gotta share y'all the best, man. Share with y'all the good stuff. Share with y'all the top recipes, man. Oh, it's smelling good. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stir these up for about 2 more minutes. We're gonna get our tomatoes in there, y'all. Alright, y'all. Now we're ready for the tomatoes. But right before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and deglaze my pan because I want all the juices from the bacon and everything off the bottom of my pan. So I'm gonna you can use chicken stock, water, vegetable stock, but I'm gonna use some white wine, y'all. Okay, about a 1/4 cup of white wine, man. Oh yeah, get all them bits off the bottom, y'all. You know, like I said, if you're not a fan of alcohol, you could use chicken stock, vegetable stock. You're good to go. Or like I said, you could use water. Alright, that's getting all them bits off the bottom. And I'm going to get that a chance to reduce a little bit. But we're going to get our tomatoes in there. I'm telling you, freestyle cooking with street style. Stewed tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing it back. You feel me? I'm bringing it back, man, for my man. I had to. I was feeling this pain. Stewed tomatoes is a classic, old school, but it ain't forgotten. You know what I mean? It's still there. It's still tasty. Still, you know what I mean? It's still a meal. Now that I let the alcohol reduce down some, I'm gonna go ahead and get my tomatoes up in there, y'all. Get my tomatoes up in there. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. About a teaspoon of salt, y'all. You know, this is about a pound of the Roma tomatoes that I bought. Just about a teaspoon, y'all. A teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of pepper. Okay. Got about a teaspoon of sugar. I got my hot and spicy Maggi seasoning. Now this is optional also, y'all. Okay, I just like a little bit of spice to my stew. Okay, you don't have to add this. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of that. Add a teaspoon of my liquid seasoning by Knorr. Trust me, y'all, this seasoning will bring any meal, any dish, it will give it definite pop. Like I said, we're bringing the stewed tomatoes back, man. Come on, man. You gotta stop the disrespect. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and stir everything up. Get everything incorporated. Smelling good, guys. It's smelling good. Oh my goodness. Street style. Stewed tomatoes, man. Let's get it. Come on, man. How you don't love stewed tomatoes? There we go. So Once I get everything incorporated, I got it on high right now. So I'm gonna let it roll on high right now, just for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'm gonna turn it down and just let it simmer for a half hour. Real quick, real easy, takes no time. All right, so, you know, get everything incorporated, 3-4 minutes on high, then turn it down to, I would say, a medium low, and let it simmer. For 30 minutes. Hey guys, I done got everything incorporated. I'm gonna go ahead and put my top on it, turn it down, and let it marinate for a half hour. Okay, people, smelling good. The stew is on simmer. Got that to the side on simmer. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our barramundi ready. All right, we're gonna get our fish ready. Okay, no time at all. You okay? Good. I told you this is an easy, quick meal. So we're gonna go ahead. I got it patted dry, clean, and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some salt. And these are small fillets, so this is probably a teaspoon of salt for each of these. But you know, you just season in the taste. A little bit of salt, some pepper, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. All right. Next, I want to go ahead and add some of my Creole seasoning. You know, I need to get my slap your mama. That's my joint. You know what I mean? But you know, I try to keep extra clips. All right. Next, I want to go ahead and add some garlic powder. Add some garlic powder. And some adobo seasoning, all-purpose seasoning. Boom. Boom. Fish season, pan ready to go. We got our stew over here, simmering, y'all, getting nice and ready, man. The stew gonna be nice. Fish ain't gonna take no time to cook. So the same thing, I got my other pan out. Let this heat up for a second. And then get a little bit of oil up in there. Get this thing started, y'all. Oh man, I can't wait. Okay guys, I think my pot is hot enough. Let me do the water test. Oh yeah. See how them drops start to run? You know it's hot. Let's go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in. Like I said, I'm using the sunflower oil. Just about a tablespoon. Alright, bring my heat down to medium high. Let's swirl around. Go ahead and get my fish. Lay it down, y'all. And you don't want to touch your fish or move your fish. You have to at least let it ride for about 3 minutes on that side. And let it do its thing. And when it's ready to come up, it'll come up. Okay? So don't try to move it. Don't try to do anything. Alright? Just give it 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm back. Got to apologize. I was having some technical difficulties with my camera. I know y'all wanted to see me finish that fish, but I started having some power problems with the camera, so you know the fish wasn't going to stop. It just kept on going. But the fish is done. I got it in the oven on broil, because after you cook the fish on both sides for 3 to 4 minutes, you want to go ahead and broil it for about another 10 minutes. Okay, I got it in the oven doing this thing. Boom, we ready to plate this up almost. All right, let's look at our stew. Our stew is coming along real good, y'all. Look at that. Oh, it's looking nice. Smelling good and everything. Alright, so we're just about done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to the side. Turn it on. And it's about done, y'all. But I'm going to let it simmer because I'm going to make a real quick butter sauce for the fish. You know what I mean? But like I said, again, I apologize. I know y'all want to see me finish that fish. I already know. You know what I'm saying? But the prize of this video is the stew. The stewed tomatoes. That's the prize. The stewed tomatoes. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that finish simmering, and I'm gonna go ahead and do a butter sauce for my fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and put maybe 2 tablespoons of butter up in there. Not too much because I told you, the fish fillets were small, so we only need a little bit of, we don't need a whole stick of butter or nothing like that. And I'm gonna just slowly melt it. So make sure your heat is low enough so it slowly melts and it doesn't cook the butter. And while the butter is melting, I'm gonna go ahead and add about I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of lemon juice. I'm also gonna add in some of my chopped garlic, some shallots, just a little bit, just for the sauce. And I got some chopped fresh parsley. Alright, this is just gonna be our sauce right here. Our little butter sauce for the fish, just to go over top of the fish. Wait till the butter melt down and we're good to go. Alright, everything is ready to go. Now before we get this thing plated on up, got me a fresh French baguette. We're gonna slice up, some nice good baguette to go with to sop them juices up. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a couple slices, and I want to cut it on an angle, y'all. Alright, cut it on an angle. Give the bread a pretty look. Pretty look like that, y'all. Feel me? And you can kind of cut it how thick you want. But this is, and you can toast it if you want, but this is just gonna go. See that, y'all? How that bread look nice. That baguette look nice, okay? And this is just gonna go with our stewed tomatoes. Let's get this thing plated up. Let's do it. All right, now it's about that time. Plate up time. Got our stew looking real nice and crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, look at that. Stewed tomatoes, man. How these kids be hating? Look at that, y'all. Lovely. Oh yeah, this is just looking real good, y'all. Add a piece of fish. Yeah, y'all. Get my sauce. Alright, got my butter sauce right over top of the fish. Yeah, y'all. Oh yeah. There we go. Get our baguettes. Alright. We're gonna top it off with some fresh parsley, y'all. Top our stewed tomatoes off with some fresh parsley. Prep our fish off with some pressed parsley, yo. Boom. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Here we go. Stewed tomatoes, y'all. Back in effect. Alright. Looking real good. We got our fish smelling, looking real good. Oh yeah, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. So, please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell for more great videos. Brought the stewed tomatoes back. Hope y'all liked the video. Appreciate you watching, sticking with me. And like always, holla.